2022 Dodge Durango. Costs, facts, and figures. The three-row SUV segment is thriving at the moment. Just about every automaker has some type of three-row SUV in their lineup, and more SUV models are offering third-row seating, including models that have never done that before. The Jeep Grand Cherokee and the full-size Range Rover, for example. All of the three-row SUVs offered on the market right now offer something different, and they all have their own unique USP. Some consumers are after a three-row SUV with muscle car credentials and inspiration. It's the classic tale of having to move on from the sports car because you moved on in life, and you now have a family. If the car you're moving on from is a muscle car, then you don't have to abandon it entirely. There happens to be one three-row SUV on the market right now that draws a lot of inspiration from the last true American muscle cars, the Dodge Durango. The 2022 Dodge Durango is a midsize SUV, the only one in Dodge's model lineup, after the automaker discontinued the horrendously outdated Journey in 2020. Frankly, that's not saying much, as this body-style Durango is just over a decade old now. The 2022 model year is the 12th model year of the Durango, and its platform still has roots in older Mercedes-Benz ML models. That's just the way Dodge rolls. On the outside, the 2022 Durango is identical to the 2021 model, which is when Dodge introduced all the major changes. The exterior features a new grille design, accompanied by new headlights, which are full LED items. The rear end features a redesigned taillight cluster. There are several new alloy wheel designs, as well as some updated technology and a better infotainment system. The Durango competes with the likes of the Ford Explorer, the Hyundai Palisade, the Honda Pilot and the Toyota Highlander. Bar the SRT model, there are 8 trim levels available: SXT, SXT Plus, GT, GT Plus, RT, Citadel, and RT Plus. 2022 Durango powertrains and drivetrains. Dodge offers 2 different engines on the 2022 Durango. All Durango models get Chrysler's familiar 3.6-liter naturally aspirated Pentastar V6 as standard. It develops 293 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque. The RT, meanwhile, gets a 5.7-liter Hemi V8 with 360 horsepower and 390 pound-feet of torque. The Citadel is the only trim level that's available with both of these engines. On the Citadel, the V6 is the standard powertrain, and stepping up to the V8 costs an extra $3,995. The engines send their power to either the rear wheels or all 4 wheels through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Luckily, the Durango sort of backs up its muscle car image on the outside in the driving experience. While this is no challenger, it's definitely more fun than you would expect from a three-row SUV. One of the most important aspects about the Durango is the towing capacity, which bests most of the competition. The Hemi V8 engine-equipped Durangos can tow up to 8,700 pounds. 2022 Durango comfort and quality. On the inside, the Durango should look familiar to anyone who's spent time in recent Chrysler products. The biggest change is the new infotainment display, which has grown in size. Up to 10.1 inches on the upscale models, in fact. It also runs Uconnect 5, the latest generation of Chrysler's infotainment software, and it's an excellent system. The rest of the interior will have you questioning if this really is a 2022 model year vehicle. No full digital gauge cluster or climate controls buried in screens here. The 2022 model year now gets standard third-row seating. The other major difference between the 2021 and 2022 model is that the 2022 models get more standard equipment and safety tech on each trim level, more so than the prior model years. There's also an available Harman Kardon audio system, and, believe it or not, a rear seat DVD player. In terms of safety, the Durango is available with things like adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, and auto emergency braking. As mentioned before, The Durango seats 7 passengers, and boasts 17.2 cubic feet of cargo space with all seats up. Folding down the third row increases the figure to 43.3 cubic feet, and folding down the second row gives you a roomy 85.1 cubic feet of cargo space total. 2022 Durango pricing and launch. The 2022 Durango is available to order as of December 2021. Prices start at $37,070 for the base SXT model, and they go up to $53,820 for the RT Plus model. If luxury is more your thing, the Citadel starts at $51,420. It may be getting long in the tooth now, but the Dodge Durango is still a solid 3-row SUV buy. Unlike all of its competitors, the Durango's muscle car DNA definitely shines through, especially when equipped with the V8 engine. With improved technology, more features and that class-leading towing capacity, it's worth a look. Have a look before Dodge brings out a new generation model.